I've had a few requests for a makeup video just to show what I do and which products I use when I do my own makeup in the mornings. So since it's getting requested, I don't mind showing you what my morning makeup routine is and share the products that I use. Different eyeshadow colors, different blush and bronzer colors work for different skin tones. I'm quite fair, but I do have a tendency to be quite red. I do like very neutral colors, so your browns, bronzes, corals. I'll show you today's makeup look, which is a more semi-formal bronzy color, which can work for day or night. If you just add some dark eyeliner to it, it is a night color. If I don't add eyeliner to it, it's a color that I'll wear in the day as well.
Take my hand and hold it tight.
First of all, I have applied my moisturizer. So this is the moisturizer that I use. Just dab that on my skin, and obviously when I know I'm going to be in the sun, I also use the Avene SPF as well under my moisturizer when I know I'm going to be in the sun. The foundation that I use is Estee Lauder's Double Wear Foundation Fresco Color. I just dab the foundation, I put a little bit on my finger, and then I just spread that across my face. I must say, with the Double Wear Foundation, I do like using a beauty blender. And when I am doing a full face of makeup like this, then I do also make my beauty blender wet, so it's a little bit softer and it blends much better. So I put this under running water and I just squeeze most of the water out, and then I'll actually put it in a towel and I'll just squeeze it to get more of that moisture out. It literally just needs to be damp, it doesn't need to be soaking wet, but it just blends much better. Fit Me foundation, which I am also using. I'm now using it more like a concealer because my concealer is actually finished. Normally I would use a little bit lighter concealer just under my eyes. Like, I don't know about you, if you have a baby or a kid who keeps you awake at night, perhaps your cat who wakes you up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, this is just gonna help cover those dark areas, and it also helps a little bit with contouring. You'll see I put on my nose, I put a little bit lighter color, a little spot on my chin, a little spot on my forehead, and then under my eyes. So this, I'm not going to spread all over my nose. I'm just taking it to highlight the top of my nose. I'm just taking it to the tip here of my nose, and then I'm going in and just doing my chin beneath my eyes. You will see that it's a little bit lighter now, just hiding those dark circles. Usually when you've got very deep eyes, your eyes are sitting quite deep, then you might tend to see a shadow around your eye area. It just helps your eyes not look so dark and tired. You know, just create that illusion that we're all still young and beautiful, like Lana Del Rey says. Okay, so the next thing I do is I use this Catrice blush box, water and sweat proof. I use the golden coral. I just apply with, I've got a little brush like this. that I'm gonna put right here, closer to my nose than to the outside, because I don't have a very defined cheekbone. I put it here to kind of make this area pop out a little bit, and then I'm going to make this area darker to kind of push that back a bit. This brand is actually one of my favorite products for bronzers and blushes. I want to get a little bit more of a coral color brush in this as well, but this is the Physicians Formula bronzer and blush. This is not the blush that I use now, but this is called Butter Blush, and this is your butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I love this brand. It smells almost coconutty, and it's all natural. Just the way it blends, the way the colors. This is such a light bronzer. Because I've got such fair skin, I need quite a light bronzer, not to make it look like I've got this line across my cheek. So I just put that there. So I take it right from the top of where my hairline ends, just above where my ear starts. I just bring that down to like halfway, and the brush I'm using for this, they call it an angled contour brush. It's very similar to the one I used before. This one feels a little bit fuller. I also take a little bit of this bronzer just to create a little bit of a light shadow just below my jawbone here and here. So where you put bronzer is where you want to almost push back, and where you put highlights and blushes is where you want to bring it out. So it just creates that dimension on your face. Then I use the same bronzer, but I use this brush. This is actually a foundation brush. This is Urban Studio brush. But what I like it for now is to actually do some contouring on my nose. So on the side of my nose, on either side, and in going into a point, to the point of my nose. I'll just take this. So I take it basically from up here by my eyebrow. I just take it from there and I bring it down. The eyeshadow that I'm going to show you is the Essence eyeshadow, and this is called, the color is called Gilded. It's a cream eyeshadow, and I think this was a limited edition. And then I've got a specific brush that I only use for this, and then I go in, literally I only do the outside of my eyelid. I don't put it on the inside, only the outside of my eyelid, and then I do the top of my eyelid, and then I'm also going to put at the bottom. And this is such a quick and simple way to do eyeshadow. So I just go in on the outside, so the middle of my eyelid to the outside corner, and I bring it in there. I go from the inside corner of the top of my eyelid, just above the crease. So I go in above the crease and I just make a line there, and then I blend that out. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to do that bottom part of the eye. Take it, basically the width of my brush is what I will use it, how low I will go underneath my eye. So I go fine here, so I'll turn my brush here to be flat. So I only do a thin line here, and then as I go out, I turn my brush and I bring it out so that I've got more cover here and less here in the corner. I'm just going to use a very light cream color, and I use that just to do the inside of my eyelids on either side. And I also bring that a little line just underneath my eyebrow, and that kind of creates that illusion that your eyebrow is lifted and it opens up the area around your eyes. I'm using a little bit smaller brush. And somewhere else that I add this is on the inside of, just in the corner here next to my eye. I just bring it in and make a little circle there and bring it up a little and take it down a little. The writing's gone off on top here, but if I remember correctly, this was also a Catrice highlighter. It's called Light Infusion, and I take my beauty blender and the back of my beauty blender. So this side I used for my foundation and my concealer, and then I use the opposite side. I just turn it around with the pointy side up, and I just grab some of that, and then I just go from about 2/3 from the corner of my eye out. I just start to take the point it inside, and just dab a little bit of highlighter like that. And then I'll just go in without dabbing it again. I'll just go in and I'll just blend that out nicely. And if I did bring it in too far and I don't want it that far, I just take the foundation side, concealer side again, and I just go and dab in there. I've used this powder for years. This is the Yardley loose powder. This is the translucent buff. You've got your powder there, and I use a brush, like a nice big thick brush, by just putting on this powder now and just going in around your nose here like this with your brush. You're just blending those lines nicely into the rest of your look. So just doing that again. When I do have eyeshadow on, I'll usually go in with my brush and dab over my eyes. This little brush has also seen better days, but I just go in with this little comb side of my eyebrow brush. Essence Make Me Brow eyebrow and gel mascara, and this is the Brownie Brows. It looks like a mascara. It's got a little brush. So I do go, I get my product and then I take most of it off. I just take some of it off because I don't want to color in my eyebrows necessarily. I just want to define them a little bit better. And then I just go in with the little brush. I go in a little bit more carefully towards the inside, and then towards the outside I just spread it out all the way. And then lastly, what we're gonna do is do mascara. The product I use here, it's also gone off a little bit. It's also an Essence product. It's the one with the pinky orangey detail on it, and it's got like almost a little bit of a, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a little bit of a kink in the brush. finished makeup look in hopefully a little bit better light. Okay guys, so all dressed, done and ready for the day. So you can see in this light that you can probably see that this look is really, it can be quite subtle. It can be a little bit more of a day wear if you add a bit of dark eyeliner to this and some darker lipstick. I've worn a red lip with this before. I have added one thing after I got dressed, and that is this lipstick. It is a L'Oreal lipstick. This is a 230 color. It's a very, I'm wearing it now, it's a very neutral kind of pinkish color. That's the look. Please, if you like this video, if you like this little makeup tutorial, please press that like button so I know to make more of these going forward. Please share and subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe. I am a mommy of almost 2-year-old boy, and I make mommy and lifestyle videos here on my channel, and I would really love for you to join this community if you haven't already. So I'm really looking forward to you subscribing, and hit that notification button if you want to get notifications whenever I release a video. But I will see you soon. Ciao.
But thank you for coming, and thank you for trying to do anything to make me smile.